Here we go. Ladies.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And
on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Shorty. Hey, stat.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and the express.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Looking for a first down throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Legion busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now it's Lauletta off the bootleg. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot! Gun!
On first down, Lauletta. Fuller brings it in over the middle. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings! Will Fuller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking, what are we going to do from what you did before, because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Go. Wait. Be good. 5-2.
On first down, Wentz. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. Quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Let's go, let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8.
Tight end right, tight end right. Here we go.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Great.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Black, come on. You got 4. There we go, back. Black. Shorty.
Wentz gonna throw. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
There we go, back. 120.
And they'll run it here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Lion. Check. Here we go. 180.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Floating one incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Let's go. Great. Hey, great 15.
On play action, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Whitney merciless. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out comes Minnesota. His first carry, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run again with Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass.
Leopard! Everyone's got 4. Gun!
Out of the gun, Loletta. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Returnable for Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills getting set to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Yeah, baby. Boom! Lefty, lefty. Here we go.
Wentz now on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that is going to skip out of bounds. So a break there for sure. They'll hold on to the possession at the 5-yard line. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Hey, 120.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Lutz good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here come the Bills. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Wentz now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Go. 180. Shorty. Push it.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills are in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
You got cute, son. You took you to school.
Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. managing risk. This is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, Loletta. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Levante David in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Loletta. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. From the gun on 3rd down, Loletta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Vikings send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Over! Check 43. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Runs through the contact. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Detroit!
Loletta on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
On 2nd and 10, Loletta. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but Really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we got the lead.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Set. 120.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bills on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
Lion. 4 down. Great. 120.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Jordan Berry now, standing just outside his own goal line. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. Finding some room in midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really strong, effective run there out of a power set or a heavy set. 3 tight ends in the game, and that's tough for a defensive coordinator. They want to spot that lineup coming into the game early so they can get the proper defensive personnel on the field. That's why the coordinator is relying on some of the assistants to tell him what offensive personnel is hitting the field so he can adjust accordingly. They weren't able to stop him on that run.
On first, they go right back to Howard. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Lawletta. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch 98. 98 to Mike. In your face. Undercrush.
They go with Howard again. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Lutz's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Great.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Dancing to his left. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
For Tokyo. Here we go. Back. 120.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Great. Done. 180.
Hey, watch 13.
82. Oh.
Like 51.
Done.
Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Whoa! Let's get it.
The Bills on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Done. 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Colts adding to their total as they're able to stretch their lead in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Lauletta. Flush to his right. They go to the shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 4, and it's a second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Corey Legion in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. The Vikings on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Gun!
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Now it's Lockett. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills' offense coming out, ready to take over. They were forced to punt last time. I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Everyone's got four down.
Sunday. Lady. Liz.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Three down. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Four down. Check.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lauletta. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Julius Peppers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Lauletta He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Minnesota. 47 yards. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
24's on the move. 24's on the move.
Over.
Check.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jordan Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Strong right. Odd. 5 down.
Leopard.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Lutz now to kick this one away. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Don't go. Sweetie.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. This complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Shorty.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go. What's that?
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Leave 5-3. Here we go. Back. Great.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. This 5-2. Done. Waiting.
Chance.
Black, come on.
Mike 57.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Everyone's got four down.
Don't go. 280. Hey, Stash.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Get him, boys.
Run.
Hey.
Here we go. Back man. 120. Black.
They'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Run.
Four down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
We got three.
Great. Here we go. 120.
Now Wentz. He'll drop it off to P-Rod, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there with time running out. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult.
Set. 120.
Three down, three down.
Black, black.
Check three, check three. 51's the mic, boys, 51.
Gold, gold.
Right here, guys.
82, 82.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Wentz to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking as one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Leopard, leopard.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.